If you're gonna take just one point away from this video, it's this. Just do it. It doesn't matter how old or how young you are. It doesn't matter how quote unquote good you are. Just start. And trust me, I totally get feeling stuck, nervous, or scared about pursuing a creative career just because, one, there's this whole starving artist trope that you and other people will inevitably project onto you, and two, there's not one concrete way of actually making it as an artist. There's so many opportunities, so many possibilities, so many different avenues that you could go, and it's super overwhelming. The most famous and successful artists and musicians and actors have tried and failed so many times before they ever made it. So like Cinderella's story taught me a very long time ago, don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. The foundation of your success starts with your routine. It starts with you keeping yourself accountable. It starts with you being disciplined enough to be able to go after those goals. So I learned very early on in my artistic career that getting up at 6 a.m. just does not work for me. Now I get up in between 7:30 and 8:30 in the morning, so I've got time to take my dog for a walk, so I can get ready and have breakfast and have a coffee and enjoy my morning and not feel like I have to rush around and do 25,000 things. That's just the routine that works best for me. So it's really about honoring your body, your mind, your intuition, whatever your goals are, which we'll get into that in a little bit about like figuring out what goals you want. It's all about trying to be the best version of yourself so that you can show up consistently, so that you can show up for yourself, so you can show up for your business, because nobody else is here to show up for you. You have to show up for you. You will inevitably come across a time where you don't want to work, you don't want to paint, or something crazy comes up where you have to shift your routine around, and that's okay. It is important, I will say, to try and draw or paint, even if it's just like a little daily sketchbook where you do like a couple little drawings here and there. Keeping that creative flow is going to help you, because I've noticed when I've taken like 2 weeks off of doing any kind of like drawing or painting or anything like that, it's a lot harder for me to get back into that rhythm, back into that routine. Even if it's 15 minutes, that's so much better than like not doing it for 2 weeks and then you get stuck. I want to know in the comments down below when you are most productive during the day. Are you a morning person or are you a night owl like me? First off, I just want to say everybody has an artistic gift, an artistic vein inside of them. Everybody is an artist. Whether you are a visual artist or a baker or a musician or an actor, doesn't really matter. Everybody has the ability to create. I have this picture of me, I think I might have been like 2 or 3 years old, where I was painting the underside of my parents' kitchen table in mustard. As I started to get older, I started to find inspiration from, the different issues that I was going through in my life, from my friends and my family members, from the different video games that I played and the music that I listened to, the TV shows and the movies that I watched, the stories that I read, and from nature. I have so many amazing memories of me frolicking through the forest and climbing trees and just like enjoying the magic that I felt when I was outside. That magic that I once experienced has translated and been kind of brought into my artwork as an adult. So really look into what inspires you as an artist, what brings you joy, what brings you all of these like kind of magical emotions that you feel as an artist, what brings you into that flow state. Is it magic and nature and fantasy like me? Or do you feel very inspired by the human mind, by social justice, by cars? There are so many different things in our beautiful world that we can find to be inspired by. This next point goes hand in hand with my previous point. What do you want your art to say? What is your voice as an artist? It wasn't until about 2 years ago where I started to bring in all of these different elements through the years that I have like kind of accumulated of like different art styles and different techniques and different mediums, that I started to mash it together into this unique voice of mine. Your art is an expression of your soul, it's an expression of you, right? So when you get into that flow state of just like creating and just like allowing things to kind of flow out, it becomes second nature to you. It becomes your own voice. It's how you want to express yourself as an artist. Okay, and you're never going to know how you want to express yourself if you don't try so many different things, if you don't try all of these amazing things that you're interested in. If you're interested in something, it's because there's something there that you connect with. Even though it's taken so many years, and I know as I get older it will inevitably evolve into something else, that's okay with me, because that's part of my process, that's part of your journey. Everything that you've learned up to this point is going to come together to create this beautiful crescendo of what your artistic soul looks like. I want to know in the comments down below what kind of art styles you're really into. I love seeing how everybody is so different, whether you're a fine artist, whether you're a painter, a sculptor, an illustrator, it doesn't matter. What is it that you're into? Let me know in the comments down below. If you are still watching this video at this point, then let's just give yourself a little pat on the back, okay? Ooh. Because you guys are really taking this seriously. You really want your career as an artist to flourish, and I'm so excited for you. The good news is that you've got all of the ideas and all of the inspiration, but the not bad news, but the hard news is actually putting all of this into practice and taking action on those things. If you want to be a full-time artist, you need to have a robust portfolio. Only creating one piece of art every 6 to 12 months is not going to help your reputation as an artist. It's not going to help you build a brand. It's not going to help you attract more clients. It doesn't matter how amazing that piece of art is. It doesn't matter if that piece of art is the best thing since Michelangelo himself has painted something. It doesn't matter. If you only have one piece of art, or if you only have 5 to 10 pieces of art every year, that's not enough. Is this a career for you, or is this a hobby for you? It's really important to distinguish that, because if it's a hobby, then you just go and do you boo. If it's a career, you need to show up for yourself. You need to be disciplined. You need to be determined. Let's just put ourselves into potential buyers' shoes, for example. Just say, you know, it's nighttime, or we're scrolling on our phone, we're on TikTok or Instagram Reels or Facebook, and you come across this beautiful piece of art, and you're like, oh my God, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I have to follow this person. I need to go check out what other artworks they have. Maybe the piece that you see is just too big for your space, it's too dark, and you want to go and check out what other stuff that they have because you're interested in possibly buying from them or possibly buying a print from them. And you go to their page, their last post was from like 10 months ago, or they have like 2 or 3 pieces of art on their website or on their social media page that are kind of like mid. If you came across that page, you might second guess. Can I trust that the print quality is gonna be good? Can I trust that the piece is gonna show up on time? Can I trust that I'm not just like getting fooled? I know that there's people out there who are like, oh, well, I sell one-offs all the time. I used to be somebody like you. I used to sell one-off art pieces all the time, okay? I used to make a piece after a couple, like a month or 2, and then sell that for a couple $100 and then continue to stay in that cycle. As much as that worked for me at the time, it's not something that was sustainable for me. It's not something that is sustainable for anybody who's trying to make this as a full-time career, okay? And it's the same thing with galleries. Like if you're trying to get into a gallery, they want to see at least bare minimum 20 quality pieces of art. They want to see a good, well-rounded body of work. When they can see that you are putting that same energy into your work that they're going to be putting into helping you guys find potential buyers, putting the work up in the gallery, like doing all of that stuff, they want to make sure that they are supporting and promoting people that share the same kind of work ethic that they do. I would aim to have about 25 to 30 good quality pieces of artwork, because I think that's when most people are going to be like, oh wow, Susie's like really, she's doing it. Like, she's doing it. Most people are gonna see that you're actually taking it seriously and that this is a business for you and they want to support you. So really sit down and look at all of the pieces in your portfolio. How many are of good quality? How many kind of go together in the same kind of theme? How many pieces are the same size? What are the different sizes that you have? Do you need to make larger scale pieces? Do you need to make more medium or smaller scale pieces? What is it that you really need to work on? And then make a list of all of those things and just start working. Okay, it's better to start and then get halfway through a piece and be like, I hate this, and then like restart it, than just to not start at all. Okay, like I said at the very beginning of this video, just do it. If you want this to be a career, it doesn't matter how you get there. It just matters that you start. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, make sure to leave a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe, because next week's video we're going to be talking all about how to start marketing your artwork. And this is going to be a nice intro course into marketing your artwork, kind of building your brand, figuring out what your why is, all of that great stuff. So make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video soon. Love you. Bye.